Welcome everyone. We are going to flow into this new moon of Elul. This class will be designed to reflect on the previous year and enter the deep themes of Elul to help us transform into this month. So we're going to start right away in child's pose. So bring the knees wide, tuck the toes together, sink the hips back towards the heels and walk the fingertips forward, pressing the forehead down onto the mat. And just start to breathe deeply, inhaling through the nose and exhaling down towards the pelvis, towards the hips. And the sense of Elul, according to Sefer Yetzirah, is the sense of tikkun, action. And a beautiful teaching is that if you switch the sounds of the word tikkun, you get the word tinok, which is child. As we enter this child's pose, it's a reminder that this month of Elul, this month of teshuva, is not about getting somewhere new, but it's about returning to our innermost child, that sense within us that is so pure, so innocent, and so open to possibilities. So take a few deep breaths, sinking deeper into your child's pose. Last breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling down towards the sit bones. And we'll lift up on the inhale into all fours. We'll tuck the toes, open the chest, inhaling. And then exhale, top to the feet come down. And draw the navel towards the spine as you press into the palms. A few more like this at your own pace. Last one. And as we curve the spine, we're going to sink the hips again back to child's. 2 breaths here. Returning to our inner child. This is the only tikkun of the month. Just to remember who we are, where we came from. Returning home on each breath. Again, we'll lift on the inhale and start rippling the spine, following your breath. And we'll just flow a few more times like this, following your own pace. Exhaling into child's, returning. The work of this month, teshuva, is shuv, hay, returning the hay. Inhaling back up. And we're taught that there's 2 levels of returning the hay. There's the lower hay, which is our actions, and that's the primary focus of this month, is action. Exhale down to child's. And the second level is returning the upper hay, which is our thoughts, our intentions, our inner world. So as we move today through our flow, we are fixing and elevating our movements. And then the second level is to add the kavana, the intention, changing our inner world and thoughts. Last one, sink it down. This time, we'll sweep the hands up the body and bring it behind us. Fingertips towards the sacrum. Inhale, open, shoulder blades pull together. Lift the hips. Exhale, sink the hips down towards the heels and sweep it forward. 2 breaths here. We'll try that again. Inhale, sweep the hands up on the tops of the legs. Place them behind you. Lift those hips. Offer it up towards the sky above you. And exhale, sweep it down. Two breaths here. Feeling at home in your child's pose. And we'll lift on up to all fours. We'll tuck the toes, lift the knees, sink the hips up and back. And start this first down dog by pedaling out the feet, rocking one knee in and the other knee in. And the purpose of this flow is not how deep can we get in the postures or how they look externally, but what new information are we receiving from within. And we'll sink the heels, find stillness, press the chest towards the top of the thighs. Wrap the upper arms in and grow the crown of the head down towards the mat. Inhale, look forward, step or jump to the front of your mat, forward folds. Bend the knees as much as you need to lengthen the spine. Palms can touch the ground. If you have a block, you could also raise the floor by bringing the hands to a block or a cookbook or whatever you have at home. At the bottom of the exhale, we'll slowly roll all the way up to standing. Inhaling, the hands to the sky. Exhale, hands to the heart. And inhale, we'll lift to the sky above us. Exhale, hold on to that left wrist. Lift the left hand up and over to the right. Press into that outer left edge of the heel, opening the side body long. And we'll do a lot of side openings this practice. Inhale, lift. Exhale, other side. Bring that wrist up and over. And that's because the Elul transformation comes when we can move in new ways, when we can create spaciousness, so we are no longer held from the stagnation of our past. Inhale, lift, other side. Exhale to the right. But we can bring in new habits, new deeds, new actions to create change for the higher hay, which is our thoughts, our intentions, our focus. Inhale, lift. Last one, exhale, dip to the left. Soften the gaze. Breathe into the side body. Inhale, reach. And exhale, swan dive forward. Hands to the mat. Bend those knees. Exhaling. Bringing the awareness all the way out through the exhale to that last moment. Inhale, flat back. Hands come to the shins or tops of the thighs. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Hug the elbows in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back to plank. Option always to lower the knees. Otherwise, we're lifting here, pressing through the heels. Navel lifts in and up towards the heart. Breathe here. Feel that flame under the core. And then slowly lower, bending the elbows, inhaling, upward facing dog. Lift the knees if possible. Breathe into the chest, open the throat. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Sink those heels down. 2 breaths here. Noticing what new perspectives this pose is offering you right now. Inhale, look between the hands. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Fold. We're closing this year mindfully and heartfully. So when we're in these folds, we can visualize the heaviness from the year rolling off the spine, releasing anything we need so that we can start fresh for Rosh Hashanah. Inhale, rolling all the way up, palms to the sky. Exhale, hands through the heart center, filtering anything also heavy from the heart back into the universe. Inhale, lift. Exhale, dip to the right, side body opening. Inhale, reach. Exhale to the other side. Keep stamping that right foot into the mat. Inhale, fingertips to the sky. And exhale, swan dive forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to plank. Gaze at your fingers and press the skeleton of the fingers into this earth beneath you. Feel the knuckles heavy on the earth. And then lower, inhaling, upward facing dog, lift the knees, shoulder blades pull back behind you. Exhale, downward facing dog. Follow your exhale all the way out. 2 breaths. And on the inhale, we'll look forward, step or jump to the top of your mat and fold. And the zodiac of this month is the Basula, the Virgo. And in Hebrew, that stands for Besuel, which stands for the house of Hashem, Beit El. So our work of this month is just to be deeply present in the house of Hashem. Moving, swaying right and left. And then inhale, rolling all the way up. Lifting the hands through this house of Hashem. Exhaling, hands to the heart. Filter it back, inhaling. Lift, exhale. Step to the right, bend over towards the right side. Breathing into the side body. Inhale, lift through the fingertips. Exhale to the other side. Where can you find deeper avenues in the side body? Inhale, lift. And exhale, sweep it down. Crown grows towards the ground. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to plank. Beautiful. Lift through the core. Energize that whole torso. Press through the knuckles. And then lower. And inhale, open. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing here in that Besuel, in that house of Hashem, bringing our presence onto this mat, into this breath. And look between the hands. We'll step or jump forward. Fold. Inhale, rolling all the way up, reaching to the sky. And exhale, hands to the heart. Elul stands for many, many acronyms, but the most famous and a really beautiful acronym of Elul comes from Shir HaShirim, the Song of Songs. And it says, Ani ledodi v'dodi li. I am for my beloved, and my beloved is for me. And the Hasidic sages teach us that this represents an arousal from below in order to elicit an arousal from above. So the work starts with us. The relationship starts with us, and then Hashem responds with his love from above. So in a yogic view, I see the arousal from below coming from the lower body centers, which is the low belly and the stirring of the heart. And arousing the heart will then elicit an arousal from above, which are our focused thoughts, our divine thoughts, our intentions in a more clear, crystallized focus, so that we can go into the year with a mission and mindfulness. So if you haven't entered that wisdom of the heart yet today, close the eyes and we'll take the royal road from the crown down the soft expanse of the throat, landing or falling in the very center point of the heart. Bring the hands to the heart, noticing any stirring, any yearnings, any longing. Breathe into it. Allow this arousal from below wake up and stir. And our hope is that through the stirring of this center, our minds will respond. So throughout the month of Elul, I encourage you to bring the hands to the heart and really drop awareness into this palace. Our love for ourselves, our love for others, and our love for divine. And we'll bring the hands to the low sacrum. Press the hip points forward. Elbows pull together, open the heart. Lifting the heart towards the arousal from above. Inhaling it up. And then exhale, hands come down the backs of the legs onto the mat. Inhale, lift, flat back, heart lifts. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back to plank. We'll lower down, inhaling, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And notice where in your body are you sitting today? Are you sitting in the mind center? Are you sitting in the heart center? In the low belly? Where are you today? And can you bring yourself more into the heart center? Inhale, right leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, step that hand all the way forward. Lower the knee to the mat. Bring the right thumb on top of the left. Inhale, lift. Exhale, sweep it down. Lift that back knee. Step back, down dog. Follow the exhale all the way out. Inhale, left leg lifts to the sky. Exhale, step it all the way to the front. Right knee lowers. This time, left thumb over right. Inhale all the way up. And exhale, hands to the mat. Lift that back knee. Step it back, down dog. We'll go through that once more on each side. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Right thumb over left. Inhale to the sky. Lift the heart. Exhale, sweep it down. Step up and back. Right foot plants into the mat. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step the left foot all the way through. Soften the knee towards the mat. Left thumb over right. Inhale. Ani l'dodi, l'dodi li. Exhale it down. Right knee lifts, and we'll come back into down dog. Now plant that left hand into the mat. Right hand wraps around the left shin. Pull the chest, spin it around towards the left. Breathe into that upper back, feeling that deep twist. And then bring that right hand back to down dog. Plant the right hand, left hand wraps around the right shin. Rotate and spin the shoulders. Breathe into the upper back. Feel that deep, nice opening. And down dog. All right, from down dog, we're going to start a little flow. And again, first, we transform the lower hay, our actions, so that we can transform and return the upper hay. The upper hay, our thoughts and intentions. Inhale, right leg floats to the sky. Exhale, step the right foot to the front of the mat. Come up to the ball of the back foot. Find the strength in the right leg and inhale, lifting through the torso, finding nice long side bodies. And we're going to inhale, reach through the fingertips, and exhale, roll the shoulders back. And keep going on this breath cycle, giving your shoulders a nice big massage, enjoying these movements. And then we'll bring the hands to the heart. We'll press the thumbs into the sternum and the sternum into the thumbs as we lift the heart and rotate towards the right. So we're spiraling the shoulders, pressing through that back heel and lifting through the heart. Breathe for 2 breaths. And inhale, lift through the hands and circle them. Exhale to the mat. We'll push the weight into the hands and hover the right knee towards the chest. Engage the core, press through the palms, and exhale, float the leg high and set it down. Down dog, sink the heels and press the shoulders away from the ears. Nice. Plant that right foot down. Inhale, lift the left leg to the sky. Exhale, step the foot to the front of the mat. Find stability through the feet. And then inhale, lifting through the torso. High lunge. And exhale, circle the hands. Nice big circles. Fueling each movement with your breath. Nice. Then we'll bring the hands to the heart. Press the sternum into the thumbs as you lift on the inhale. Exhale, twist to the left. Keep spiraling the shoulders and reconnecting with your breath. Engaging the breath with curiosity. What is this posture telling you? What new information, what new wisdom can you receive? Inhale, lift through the palms. And exhale, sweep the hands down. Weight shifts into the hands as you lift the knee towards the chest. Hover for a few moments. And exhale, send the leg all the way back. And then set it down. So we're going to go through that sequence, breath to movement. And now that we have that sequence, the lower hay, we can infuse our kavana, the upper hay, into the sequence. And just like change comes through repetition, each movement carves awareness of these new patterns in the body and in our thoughts. So inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it through. Inhale, high lunge. Exhale, circle the arms. Inhale, hands to heart. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, send the palms to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands down. Step it back. Use your breath as a barometer as to how you are doing in this present moment. How is this shape impacting you? How is this shape embracing you? How is this shape teaching you new ways of your being? Press the right sole of the foot into the mat. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it on through. Come up to the ball of the back foot. Find your stability from the ground and then inhale, lift. Exhale, circle the arms. Inhale, hands to the heart. Lift and exhale, twist. Sink through those hips, but keep pressing through the back leg. Deepen your breath. And then inhale, lift to the sky. Exhale, sweep it down. Hover that knee towards the chest. Exhale, send it back. And lower to the mat. 2 breaths here. And from down dog, we're going to walk the hands back towards the feet. Open the knees, bring the hands to the center, coming into a squat. And we hear this phrase in Elul, the king is in the field. And king in Hebrew is melech. Melech is the root of the sphira, the divine emanation of this month, which is malchut. Malchut is our kingship, our queenship. And in the body, it's located in the hips, in the legs, the feet, specifically the soles of the feet. So I want us to bring awareness to the heaviness and the groundedness of the hips. Malchut is this energy of the fields, of the earth quality. And earth is also the element of the month. And it's this groundedness, this emptiness of the field, of the earth, that we can experience the grandeur, the greatness of Hashem. So sink into the soles, feel the heaviness of our root, grounding us down into humility. And we'll bring the right hand to the far right side. Hug that knee into the outer right shoulder and inhale, lift the left fingertips to the sky. breathing the wing of the arm open. And it's also an Elul where we are told to appoint ourselves a king. Bring the hands to center and other side. And of course, there's the physical mitzvah of appointing a king, but the deeper teaching here is to find our awe of something bigger. Hands to center, one more on each side. Feel the grandeur of something greater than you. Maybe going out into a field and feeling the awe of nature, feeling the significance of Hashem and the greatness of our Creator. And that's what a king was supposed to embody. So in our lives, we can go out and find it in nature or even in our own bodies, realizing the miracles and the greatness and the brilliant design of our bodies. So from this squat, come onto the sit bones and then lift into boat pose. So knees can be bent or straightened if you want a deeper core workout, but we'll open the palms and we're receiving all the experiences from the whole year. We are gathering it all inwards as we close this year with strength, but also with mindfulness. Nice. And bring the hands to the shins, set the feet down, straighten the legs in front of you, curl the toes towards the body. Inhale, we'll lift to the sky. Exhale, we'll fold forward. We're embodying the shape of the Yud, which is the letter of this month. And the Yud represents our Chodesh Tov, our spark of goodness, that spark of godliness that exists in everything. So breathing into our Yud, it's also the first letter of Hashem's name. And the letter of this month is the first letter of his name because it's from this first letter that all life stems from. All creation comes from this initial spark of the Yud. Press down a little bit deeper. And in Elul, when we are recounting our whole year and reviewing all the experience of the year, when we can find the Chodesh Tov, that spark of goodness in our hardships and our experiences, we have elevated the Yud. And that's when real teshuva happens. When we can really dig deep and find that inner Yud within anything. 2 more breaths here. Sink down a little deeper. And we'll walk the hands up the legs. And we'll come down onto our backs, coming into a small seed. The Yud also looks like a seed. So we are planting seeds in the Malchut, in the earth beneath us. Seeds of growth, seeds of renewal, seeds of hope and intentions for the new year. And whereas the Hay in Hashem's name is the left brain, the thinking rational mind, the speech and language, the Yud, which is this month, is the right brain, our ability to visualize, to dream, to imagine greatness. So we are tapping into that Yud of infinite potential. And we'll bring the feet in front of us. We'll lift the hips and just wrap the shoulders under the back, interlace the hands and press them into the ground, lifting through the heart. So bringing awareness into the sphere of Malchut, so through the feet, through the legs, lifting the hips. It's really that groundedness, earth energy, We can imagine pressing our feet into tender soil. Notice the abdomen rising and falling with each breath. Last breath, and set the hips down. And you can end in a final relaxation pose of your choice. So bringing the soles of the feet together, opening into Savasana, into final relaxation pose. If you have a bolster or a pillow nearby, you can raise the heart. So stacking pillows under the heart space. Opening the palms. And as you settle into your final posture, I want to bring in an analogy of this year that's taught by Rav Ber Pinson. He teaches that whereas Rosh Hashanah is the exhale, it's the great exhale. It's when Hashem breathes new life into the world through the great blowing of the shofar. Before the exhale comes Elul, which is the inhale. So this inhale is gathering and collecting and bringing in all the experiences of the year. All the highs and the lows, the hardships, the lessons. We breathe it in and we're deeply present with them. We take accountability and responsibility for the times that we did not show up fully. Or maybe we betrayed ourselves or others. And we sit with that and take it in, as well as all the beauty and the lessons. And then we approach Rosh Hashanah and we can exhale it out into the open field of the future. So I want us to spend a few minutes here going through some highlight points of the year, whatever is coming to you now, being deeply present with them. And if we can, engaging the yud, the spark of goodness, and elevating it by finding the lesson, finding the godliness in the experience. Stay here for as long as you need. For those of you who wish to continue your day, you can roll onto the side and push up into a seated posture. I'd like to end with a short prayer. So often we go into the year with so much energy, or a new project with so much enthusiasm. It's so exciting to start something new. But can we bring that same energy and intention into our closings, into the way we shut the door behind us, how we finish strong? So I want to bless us that this month we can really end strong and close with mindfulness. And we can start that by practicing after this yoga practice to roll up your mat with intention, to walk out of the room and bring the lessons and the insights that you received from your own practice into your day and close with strength. So let's bring the hands to the heart and say a prayer It says the king is in the field, so Hashem is more approachable this month. So, a prayer for your transformation, your journey this month, and for the entire journey of the Jewish people preparing for Rosh Hashanah. It can be a word, it can be a phrase. And let's just breathe it in, breathe that prayer into our body, and exhale it out into this open field of Elul. Thank you for practicing with us. Have a beautiful Elul.